Welcome to this week's episode of JPTV. I'm Jesse Johnston.
And I'm Caroline Blackwell. Today we'll take a dive into Prep's big win over Hartfield, this week's Powder Puff game, and preview this weekend's robotics competition.
But first, new plans have been announced outlining the future of Jackson Prep.
JPTV's Ella Douglas has more information.
We sat down with Mr. Coco to learn more about the school's strategic plan for the next 5 years.
So the strategic plan, it started about a year ago. We used Ian Simmons and Associates, who has done the last 4 or 5 strategic plans for Prep. And the process is you establish a steering committee, and the steering committee works for about a year to get information from our whole community, whether it be through focus groups, surveys, looking at demographic data, and out of that, themes develop. And those themes that develop are things that our community wants to pursue as the next 5-year strategic plan. And part of the process, and one of the reasons we like using Simmons and Associates, is their process involves all of our community, whether it be through focus groups and surveys, but also design teams that look at the themes that are developed to decide whether those are good strategic plans for Jackson Prep going forward.
Mr. Coco explains that the strategic plan is centered on preparing students for the future, ensuring their success, and equipping them for the many experiences that lie ahead.
Some of the things that came out of the strategic plan deal with our academic curriculum and making sure that's outstanding, focusing on things like AI in the classroom, different academic tracks that look like majors. Having a director of student life and student wellness is another big item that came out of the strategic plan. Obviously wanting to make sure that we hire and retain the best teachers and giving them the tools that they need to be successful. There's some physical plant things that we want to do, whether it be building a new lower school building, updating the upper school, redoing the McRae Center in here, or doing some athletic upgrades. Those are some big things that came out of it. Doing some things to Patriot Avenue and Patriot Way to make them more accessible to our students. And then finally there was some items about telling the Prep story and making sure we get the message of the things that we're doing at Jackson Prep out to our entire community.
Lastly, we asked Mr. Coco about his perspective on the growing role of artificial intelligence in student life.
It is not a coincidence that AI in the classroom is literally the first bullet point that you see when you look at our strategic plan. We know that artificial intelligence is becoming more and more used by our students, used by our teachers, used by people, and we want to make sure that we figure out a way to incorporate that into our curriculum so that our students can be best prepared to use it, know how to use it ethically, know how to use it responsibly, but know how to use it in such a way that it benefits them, not just here at Prep, but as they go into colleges and universities and go into the workforce, because I can see AI being used more and more, and we want to figure out ways to use that productively, positively, and in the right way. But part of that is giving our students the tools to be able to do that correctly.
Reporting for JPTV, I'm Ella Douglas.
On Tuesday, the Go Gold check presentation was held in the amphitheater. $848.18 was raised for the Campbell Bulldog Foundation. Students wore their Go Gold shirts to support the movement. For more information, visit the Campbell Bulldog Foundation profile across social media.
Jackson Prep Service Club community partner, Mississippi Down Syndrome Society, is hosting their Buddy Walk this Saturday, October 4th at Mississippi College. It is a community fundraiser in support of individuals with Down syndrome. The event will feature food, games, and family-friendly activities, all designed to promote awareness, inclusion, and support for the Down syndrome community. This weekend, the robotics team is hosting a competition here on campus.
JPTV's Carl Calvert spoke with Mr. Richardson about the robotics team and the upcoming competition.
This past week, I visited the robotics lab and spoke to Mr. Richardson about how robotics has evolved.
So when I came here to Prep 3 years ago, we really didn't have a really large robotics program. So we started in middle school. We had a middle school program. And then the next year we moved to middle and high school, and we also moved further down into middle school. So currently we have Miss Cammie Robertson coaches robotics from 4th grade up to about 6th, and then I take over 7th and 8th, and then in high school 9 through 12 for the high school robotics.
Then I asked him how the robotics program is looking like heading into the competition season.
October 4th, in about a week and a half, and all the teams are scrambling to get their robots done, their engineering notebooks, their coding, all that, trying to scramble to get done. The coaches are kind of very nervous. We're trying to get ready for this is the first tournament in the whole state. We have 17 teams coming from all over the state, and we're looking for a win. And after that, we have about 4 more tournaments all the way up through March for the middle school teams. And then we have about 4 or 5 tournaments for the high school teams.
Reporting for JPTV, I'm Carl Calvert.
This year, the upper school girls had the opportunity to compete with their grade in a powder puff football tournament.
Members of the student council acted as coaches heading into the big game.
JPTV's Emily Head has more.
We're here on Patriot Field where the seniors just beat the juniors in powder puff football. Car, how do you feel?
I mean, the freshmen should have won it all, you know. I mean, we'll be back next year. We're going to win. We're going to win.
Owen, how do you feel?
Well, I was the offensive coordinator of the freshmen, and I think offense, they produced. They had some good plays. We had some good things happen, but then didn't go our way at the end of it, and we're preparing for next year.
Now to football. Last Friday, the Patriots secured a big win over Hartfield Academy.
JPTV's Worth McGee has the story.
Last Friday, Jackson Prep hosted Hartfield in a highly anticipated rivalry game. With a final score of 40-14, Jackson Prep looked dominant on the scoreboard. And I can tell you from standing right here on the field, the game felt as one-sided as the scoreboard showed. Jackson Prep's complete team effort is what led to this victory Friday night. Despite the lopsided final, this was a dogfight early. In the second quarter, Eli Adams kicked a 52-yard field goal to put the Patriots ahead by 3 points with a score of 10-7. The Patriots came out of the locker room with a new intensity, unleashing a dominant second-half performance that put the game away for good. But there's no time to rest. The Patriots now turn their attention to the road as they travel to Natchez this Friday night to take on the Cathedral Green Wave. Reporting for JPTV, I'm Worth McGee.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of JPTV. I'm Caroline Blackwell.
And I'm Jesse Johnson.
Stay classy, Jackson Prep.